he has his Elijah Muhammad, you know what I mean? And Noble Drew Ali is a prophet of Allah. That's two different things. So no, he's not like Noble Drew Ali in the respect, with all due respect, his leader, teacher, and God is Elijah Muhammad through if you will, Master Farad Muhammad. So no, it's two different things. I'd like to welcome y'all to the show, Moorish World TV, man. I miss y'all, man. You know, I don't do a show as much as I used to due to the fact that I am building on the ground. I am building a campaign on the ground. So a lot of my support is actually coming from the neighborhoods, off the ground, making things happen in that fashion. So I can't do the show as much as I used to due to the fact that I'm trying to make sure that we get this community built. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. We're gonna talk about something that's really it's kind of a hot topic, but for a Moorish American that's in his studies or in her studies, it's not really of a hot topic. It's basic. This is very basic. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I want to turn my light on real quick so we don't have no reflections. Give me 1 second. And I want to shut this door because I'm gonna get loud. This is my studio here, but I get loud, and my son gonna have to get ready to go to school tomorrow. If y'all can hear me, so hold on 1 second. Now, so I'm gonna close the studio down. I had to shut things down because my let me tell y'all something, man. All right, here we go. I think we good now. Let me see. All right, so I had to shut the door. You know, hey, I'm like a what do BRB stand for? I don't know these acronyms and stuff, man. What is that stuff? I had to shut the door because, you know, my son, after he have his little eat, he got to get ready for school tomorrow. So I got to get comfortable. So I'm supposed to have a guest coming on the show tonight. I'm going to check and see if he received the link or not. But if not, we're gonna go on with the show. Inshallah, he will. But let me send a shout out, man. Peace to everybody. Oh, be right back. 707. I don't know about this stuff, man. I'm like Verb. What is this Verb? Who is a Verb? I don't know no Verb. Who them people? Man, shout out to 707. What do you mean by the Messiah is back? The Messiah is Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and he lives through us. He lives through me. That's the Messiah. That's the one that was spoken about. You know, he is the Jesus that will return. He is the Spirit of truth that will return. He is the one with the ultimate answer to our liberation. Let me see if I can get the phone operating. I will actually let you call in before we start the show so we can answer any of these questions. But I don't want to tarry too long because I want to get into some of the things that represents us as a people on these shores of North America. The title of the show is Sovereign, Indigenous, or Moorish American. And what I am implying is one of these three is significant, or all of them are significant, but what is the significance of all of them? So let me see if I can get my son to get the phone in here in case somebody want to call in. But anyway, so we have three different type of things that's going on. You know, recently, let me do this first and foremost. I rise and give praise to the great God of the universe. Islam. I give praise to the great God of the universe, Allah. I give honor to his noble, illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I give honor to the forerunner of the prophet, Brother Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I give honor to all those that's in this chat, you know, because y'all could have been somewhere else doing something else, but you choose to be here with me tonight, at least for a few minutes. If you popping in, that's even good. So let's get straight to it. A lot of these brothers, and I'm calling names. That's right. I ain't taking no shorts no more. taking those shorts. First of all, let me share something with y'all. I was recently on a Moorish Temple of America website, and I ran into this article. It was blinking. Hold on. Let me turn back real quick. It was blinking on the website, and let me throw this down. It actually was blinking on the website. It caught my attention. I actually was showing somebody. I was actually using the Moorish Temple of America Incorporated website to teach something with some of the information. And I ran across this letter. And the reason why I ran across it, because it was bleeping. It was a light on it bleeping, if you will. Let me show you what I mean here. And this is what I'm talking about, the breaking news. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Moorish Temple of America. Let me show you what I was talking about. So I didn't, not that. Let me see. Not that right there. Let me see. All right, let me just go like this. Moorish Temple of America. Work with me, because I got some breaking news. Not that. There's a lot of Moorish Temples of America out here, but here we go. So I was actually literally just teaching and using some information off of this website, because I believe we are one. And so I noticed this blink right here. You see, illegal use of MST of A. I said, well, that's quite interesting. And so what I did was I clicked it. You know, and it was for our attention. It was there for us to view and for anybody else to view. And so let me read it to you. It says, and this was November the 22nd, but I've never seen that blink before. But this is what it says. I don't run from anything. It say, at the outset, we state that the Moorish Temple of America is indeed emphatic and pathetic to those who have fraudulently misled by those who claim to be affiliated with the Moorish Temple of America Incorporated. You follow me? The Moorish Temple of America was founded by Prophet Noble Ali in 1913 AD. The Moorish Temple of America was founded for the express purpose for uplifting fallen humanity. Due to the ubiquitous nature of that means that it's so widespread, everybody using it, if you will. Let me see. Of the Moorish Temple of America, it is also a movement, a Moorish national and divine movement. This brief statement is in regards of alerting the public of groups claiming affiliation with the Moorish Temple of America and fraudulently, illegally using the name Moorish Temple of America. Any and all events sponsored by and authorized, approved, sanctioned by the Moorish Temple of America can be validated, and then it gives you the address. It says, hitherto, the Moorish Temple of America is incorporated, is aware of a scheme where individuals misrepresenting themselves as representative of the Moorish Temple of America Incorporated have been using our corporate name and trademarks without consent. If you have received a communication, email, instant message, social media post, and phone call, etc., from an individual expressing themselves as the Moorish Temple of America Incorporated, please contact either Home Office or Press Secretary, etc., etc. I say all that to say, I am going to personally look into that and get some clarification as to what that means. I am going to get some clarification as to what that means. I'm going to make some calls, and as is that pertaining to me, because I mention the Moorish Temple of America quite often. I say I am a representative of the Moorish Temple of America. I say that I am a member of the Moorish Temple of America. I say that I am a subscriber to the teachings of the Moorish Temple of America. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some calls in their intelligent tone and see what exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean? And I want y'all to stay tuned for the update, because the next time I go live, I am going to give an update. I am going to give an update as to where we stand as it relates to being able to express ourselves through the vehicle of the Moorish Science Temple of America. So I want y'all to stay tuned for that. Y'all know I don't personality worship. I am a brother of truth, and justice must take its course. And so I want y'all to stay tuned. Please stay tuned and look for the updates, because I am going to update you as to what that really means. What do it mean? I can't, I'm not, we're going to leave that alone for now. We're going to leave that alone for now, but we'll look into it. And so, secondly, family, again, let me repeat. For those who maybe just came into the chat, I was looking for some information for some interested Moorish Americans. And I was looking for, I tell you what I was looking for. I was actually looking for one time I was looking for a temple location, and another time I was looking for the secessions and things like that. And so it doesn't matter. If I go to this, in this letter was trying to authenticate what is the real Moorish Science Temple of America. So we're going to find out what does that really mean. But see, me, it doesn't matter. I go to any Moorish site to use to try to teach our people. So it doesn't mean if I go to Lord Abba's site, Lord Abba is an excellent. Thank you, Gibbs L. Appreciate you, my brother. If I go to Lord Abba, and see something that I can use, I'm going to use it, because he says he's a Moorish American, and I believe him. He's a great researcher. No, we don't always get along, or no, we don't. I mean, not that we don't get along. No, we don't always agree, but he's a great researcher. And so when I see some information that I can use for the show, I'm jumping on it. I get it from his website. I get it from Taj Tariq, if he correct. You know what I'm saying? Because all of Taj Tariq information is not to the left. But for the sake of the show today, we're talking about sovereignty. Okay? Now, sovereignty. Let's do this. I don't know how much time you got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much time you got, family, but I want to go slow with this. First of all, let's see if we can look up sovereignty. You know what I mean? What exactly is sovereign? What is sovereign? You know what I mean? Because you know, and we're gonna get to it, that most Moors nowadays that have demonstrated the sovereignty degree say, well, no, we're not sovereign citizens, but we sovereign. You know what I mean? And so I want to go and say, well, what is exactly sovereign according to the English language, what the word is put in? And we are in this country that uses the English language. So a sovereign is a monarch, a king, queen, or other supreme ruler, a person who has supreme power or authority, a group or body of persons or state having sovereign authority. Now, let's stop for a second. I got a news flash for everybody in this chat. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If you don't mind, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but news flash. We don't have absolute power here in the United States. All right? Again, we do not have absolute power here in the United States. So that conversation is out the window if someone claiming sovereign. You can be sovereign over yourself, but even then you better obey the law or you're going to jail. You know what I mean? Now, hold up. Let me catch this. Brother say, brother, I respect you as a Moor, not as a Moorish, so-called America. There is only one more that is revolutionary more if we get caught in this pie in the sky metaphor. Okay, King Shabaka. My man. Let's start with King Shabaka. Brother, you would not know anything about Moor here in this hemisphere if it wasn't for the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'm going to say again. You would not know nothing about Moor or Moorish. Most likely, it's a small chance you would have, but most likely, if it wasn't for the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So, with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali is instituting is nationality, which, quote unquote, is the call of the day. All nationalities stick together. All nationalities stick together. Moor is ambiguous as black at this point because Moor is indicative of our people throughout the diaspora of Africa, the Americas, the islands, and on and on and on. Moorish, and in particular, Moorish American, solidifies the nation that we have evolved into by the way of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's lessons. So you wouldn't know nothing about Moor. I respect you as a Moor, but not as Moorish. Well, check this out. You wouldn't know either or if it wasn't for the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And so I'm going to stick to the script of the divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali. But now let me get to the point about these sovereign demonstrations. You know what I mean? Let me get to the point about these sovereign demonstrations. Let me see. Hold up. What's that? How you get that? How you get that? He missing. You missing turns. Let me give him the link real quick. Hold up. Let me give him the link real quick. This is the Hangout link. Here we go. I gotta send a brother the link. Hold on 1 second. But what I want to say is about this sovereign demonstration. Now that people are running from the sovereign citizen thing, they think that it's all good. But if you read the FBI report, they're not tripping off you calling yourself sovereign citizens. They're looking at a sovereign citizen ideology. That's what they're looking at. They're looking at a sovereign citizen ideology. And now I'm going to show you for a fact what that ideology is. Matter of fact, I ain't got to show you. You look it up. The ideology is making fake IDs. The ideology is making license plates. The ideology is right to travel. The ideology is you don't want to pay taxes. The ideology is all of this stuff that causes confusion. That's the ideology. They're not looking for you to call yourself sovereign citizen no more. They're looking for you to demonstrate the ideals of the sovereign citizen movement. And you say, ain't no such thing as a sovereign citizen because to be sovereign, you're not a citizen. Well, tell that to them. That's your thing. That's your thing. But my thing is that is not more science. That is not more science. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali teachings are very, very, very specific. Get yourself right. Get your family right. Get your community right. Get your nation right. In that order, I'm moving on nation now. I don't know where you at. I'm moving on nation now. So I'm here in Baltimore trying to build the prototype, if you will, that we can live together, build together, and be successful together. That's where I'm at with it. And if you want to help with the donation, I'm telling you, and that's right, I'm going to ask you for donations because it's going to take all of us. The GoFundMe is right at the bottom of this screen. It's called Support Moorish Village Building Effort, Al New Tulsa. You know, so that's what it is. So when these brothers start talking, but let's look at the FBI file. Recently, I talked to, I did a video recently on Facebook, and I will share this video real briefly. Let me share this video real briefly. I just did it on Facebook not so long ago, and it went haywire on Facebook about the new FBI report. So I'm going to play it real quick for the family. Let me get it real quick. It's only okay. Here we go. So I'm going to share this with you real quick. You know, I ain't gonna be too long. I ain't gonna tarry too long upon the coast, but I just want to share it with you so we can get into this sovereign thing, because people think, because they don't call themselves sovereign, that they home free. Man, you ain't home free. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna show you how it doesn't work. I'm gonna show you how it doesn't work, because it's not the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's teaching. So just disconnect yourself to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's teachings. You know what I mean? Because that's not it. You know what I mean? That's not it. So here we go. Let me play it. Here we go.
For the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's right. Moorish TV, we are in the big league. We are in the big league to address anything that comes upon the screens of YouTube, social media, TV. When it mentions Moorish science, we want you to come correct and be correct. And so at this point, I want to say with all due respect, I honor my good brother, the Minister Louis Farrakhan, but in his latest presentation, where he says separation or death, he made a statement that I disagree with, and I would say and would hope that most Moorish Americans that follow the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, that's a part of a temple within the Moorish Science Temple of America, I would hope that they back me on this. But if they don't, all is good. All is well. Allah's leading on and victory is sure. But this is no shot, this is no disrespect to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but it's something I gotta address. I can't let it go. If I address Sinetta, that's my brother. If I will address Shaka Ropes, that's my brother. I will also address the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's my brother. But I will address each and everybody in love and in truth. No one is above being addressed in love and truth. So with that, I hope that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan received this message. I'm also going to share this video with my brother Troy X and brothers that I know in the Nation of Islam, in hopes that the brother will receive this message. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a response back. That's not important. I don't do this for reputational fame. But here we go. Listen to this.
Recently, the FBI, in a new version of the counterintelligence program, talked about black identity extremists. Go ahead. That's right. And they've got the Moorish Science Temple and the followers of Noble Drew Ali, and they didn't mention us.
The reason why I am, so I'm gonna stop there, because the point that I'm making is that the people that are being, that they quote unquote got, is the black identity extremist group they will call the sovereign Moorish idealistic group, if you will. So in order to share that, I want to share that with you too, because I want people to know that these things is real, you know, and it ain't, and I mean, hey, you do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? That's on you. But I'm just saying that, hey, stop playing. So this is the link I should have put in there so everybody can see it. But here it is right here. And if you go down, I don't have to go far. I don't have to go far. And they call it the, if you will, the Moorish sovereign citizen ideology. See, your ideal, and it's consistent. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali say our ideal is our God. Man, ideal is his God. You see, and they call it the Moorish sovereign citizen ideology. And the Black identity extremists. So they're not necessarily looking at you calling yourself a sovereign citizen. They could care less about that. They're looking at you running around making all of these IDs. I seen a sister the other day with the ID demonstration. I said, goodness gracious. And she just was happy. She was tickled that she had these IDs. I'm saying to myself, man, come on, man. That's not more science. You know what I mean? Right to travel and all that is not more science. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. But a right to travel is not more science. The right to travel is not more science. Making IDs and calling yourself indigenous and Moors and buying them off the internet is not more science. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is. You can buy all the IDs you want. Let me tell you something. They got them everywhere. You can buy all the license plates you want. They got them all over the internet. You can get them from the European. You can get them from the MOOR guy. But my position is that is not Moorish science. Not the Moorish science as taught by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And so any sovereign citizen idealistic teaching is not a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And I would challenge anybody, and I mean anybody, from Taj Tariq to the little pipsqueak. I would challenge anybody, anywhere, anytime. And I will show and prove that none of that stuff is Moorish science as taught by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Again, I will challenge anybody from Taj Tariq to any pipsqueak. It don't matter. Now, so let's get that out the way. The sovereign citizen ideal is not the movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Now, second, let's get to this indigenous thing. That's what y'all want to get into. Because I even seen, man, look, I seen people that went so crazy over these lessons, they end up changing their name, denouncing the prophet over being indigenous. You know what I mean? Next topic. They end up changing their name. Again, let me get my brother in the chat. Let me get my brother. Let me send him the link. Let me send my man Talik Yale up in here. They have changed their name, denounced the prophet. I watched the brother denounce the prophet and said that, who gave him permission to write a book? Like, what? What? What are you talking about? Who gave, what are you? But man, but it's better say in the Quran, man, the law can make you turn back, man. You can turn back. Who Allah opens minds up or wake up, then that's on the law. But the point of the matter is, why do people that think that they are indigenous or some that know that they are indigenous still want to deny that it's only correct in this era of time to have a nationality? You can have, okay, let me calm down. We look at, I'm going to screen share real quick. Let me share something with you. Because my indigenous brothers and sisters, I appeal to you today on Moorish World TV. Just because you are indigenous or you want to subscribe to the indigenous portion of your past and heritage, that doesn't mean that our other brothers and sisters didn't come over from the southwestern shores of Africa as we see it today. That doesn't mean that. Many of us was here. Man, I would even go like this. I think majority of us was here. But many of us still came over on that middle passage. Let's not deny the middle passage that our brothers and sisters suffered. And after that, we all suffered together. Look at these cheekbones. Look at these eyes. Man, we can't deny our people that suffered through the middle passage. We can't deny our people that was plucked. Because we are of the same bloodline. We are the same people. Separated by water. That's all. Separated by water, time, and space. That's it. We are all Moors because this landmass was all together at one time. It's the same people. And because we all descended from the ancient Moabites. Now, when the prophet used the term ancient, he's talking about a time before time immemorial, which means you might not find the records for it right now. But common sense tells you that this map, that this landmass goes together like a puzzle. We are all brothers and sisters. Don't go for that divide and conquer trick because you are over here. Because you are over here and our people are over there. Don't fall for that trick and think that you are better because you are indigenous to here. And we have some people that are indigenous to the northwestern, southwestern shores of Africa. Don't fall for the trick. We are the same people. And we are Moorish Americans at the end of the day because this is a new era of time. Now, in the old era of time, there was tribes. You see? And there was tribal nations. Across the water, in the old era of time, there were empires. In this new era of time, in the time of the prophet Noble Drew Ali, there are nations. And we call them nation states. And within those nation states are nationalities. It is what it is. Now you can get on board or you can be outside of the constitutional fold. It is what it is. It's what it is. I'm going to say one more time. In the old days, the indigenous people were in tribal nations. The Europeans like to call them. But they was in little clans and tribes. They got along well, and if they didn't, they stayed away from each other. But they never went to war and went crazy with each other. Not like this savage European has done throughout history. And I'm talking about the savage. If you got a nice European friend, all praise be to Allah, that's between you and your European friend. But I'm talking about the savage European that went from shore to shore and spilled blood on the ground. I was reading today, Christopher Colombo. He said, these people are so gentle. They are so nice. We'll take this land easy. You feel me? So the problem is that, as I always say, division starts in the mind. Stop dividing yourself with your people. Stop it. We are the same people. And so whether you are indigenous or whether you've been plucked from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Morocco, from the Ivory Coast, or all the way over at the bottom in the Sudan or Kenya. We are all the same people experiencing the same oppression. The same oppression. The fact that nationality is so important. Nationality is so important because it gives us such a cohesiveness. It glues us together. It gives us a point of reference as to where we've been and where we're trying to go. Nationality is not ambiguous. Black is ambiguous. Because if you let them tell it, when you say, I'm black, you say, there's black people in the Caribbean. There's black people in Africa. There's black people in Australia. There's black people that was in America. Well, what black people are you a part of? What black people are you a part of? And if you don't know, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and become a new people so we can take this to the next level. And when I mean become a new people, understand that this is a new era of time where nation state is important. Everybody follow the rules of nation state. Okay, the European put this together. Well, in actuality, he got the template from us. He got the template from us. This is not his template. This is not his template. And again, as my brother Junebug say, all black people stem from Africa. So that's all about nationality. Brother, the thing is, guess what? One thing about nationality, right? Nationality is not indicative of a certain geographical location. Nationality is not indicative of that. Its nationality begins with nation. In today's era, you can join a nation and become a part of that nationality. In today's world. In today's world. You could be, let me tell you something. Brother say wrong. The brother say wrong. Let me prove something to you. If a Chinese person wanted to denounce his Chinese citizenship and was to accept the legal term of American and legally on paper, he just expatriated itself. That's what it's called legally from China. And he become legally on paper American, that becomes his nationality. We're not talking about descent nature. That's different. Nationality is not just one thing. It's indicative of history. It's indicative of who you are, where you've been. But some people can expatriate. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let me answer this question in the chat. Let me answer this question. Man, Tahaka Bay back in the building. Man, everybody thumbs up, man. Man, it's time to build, man. Let me tell y'all something. Man, I'm trying to build something here, man. If y'all can afford $2, $5, $10, $20, man, look at the link on the bottom, man, and donate to the Moorish building. We're building on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. First and foremost, let me apologize to my brother, Unanimous Style. Brother, I get the rolling. Sister, whoever, I get the rolling. Let me apologize. Listen, let me get back to it. So, family, the point of the matter that I'm making, whether you are indigenous or not, indigenous just means that you were here when the European came. Nothing more, nothing less. But now let me give you the trick of the matter. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? This is the trick of it. Y'all think claiming indigenous is going to give y'all some type of ups. But let me tell you that the European already got that covered. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example real quick. If I can, let me look at my slides. I think I may have one in the slides. Okay. Let me see. I think I got, okay, here we go. I got one in the slide. Let me tell you something. Y'all think that that claiming indigenous status is going to give you some ups. Wrong. Unless you're indigenously or federally recognized, nothing. Let me finish. Only tribe, this is the law. Only tribes who maintain a legal relationship with the United States government through binding treaties, act of Congress, executive orders, executive orders, executive orders, executive orders, executive orders, etc., are officially recognized, quote unquote, by the federal government. So you claiming indigenous this and indigenous that, if you think you're getting some ups and getting some feel good, a shake on the hands, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Come on home to the Moorish Temple of America, know who you are and who your forefathers were, and unite yourself with the families of nation. That's it. That's it. I mean, Junebug, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? That's it. Unite yourself with the families of nation. Talik, I sent you the link to your inbox. I mean, to your email. You should have got that. Now, you can be whatever you want. You can be Cherokee. You can be Iroquois. You can be Washita. Brother, sister, we need to proclaim our nationality and have a cohesiveness. We can teach that we came from the northwest and southwestern shores of Africa and was captured on the slave trade commissioned by the Pope. We can also teach that we were here before the Europeans and our brothers and sisters came over here on the boat. We can teach that. I'm going to answer that question in a second, capitalized letters. Okay. Okay. We can do that in a second. KD, why is that all of the letters in our name in all capitalized letters? KD, I'm going to be honest with you, KD. I'm going to be honest with you, KD. People playing games, KD. KD, the best I can tell you about them capitalized letters is people playing games. But now, if you want to address that, you need to join people with a plan and a program and an end game. You need to join people with a plan and a program and an end game. Just learning why the letters are capitalized on a birth certificate or the social security card is not going to give resolution. Not going to solve nothing. Uniting with your people, connecting with people that understand that through unity brings resolution. That's it. So all y'all want to claim indigenous. That's good. That's good. But what about your nationality as it relates to the whole world? The whole world has a descent name and a present name in which they live. The whole world does not let their history go with ambiguity. And it's not ambiguous. They don't do it. They don't call themselves white. Only they do it as a status. But you would never hear a Russian deny that he's from Russia, which is a country. You would never hear a French American deny he's from France and supersede it with white. Never. You would never hear an Italian forget that he's an Italian and says that he is white or that he's really black. You would never hear that. You would never hear a Chinese say he's yellow. So we got to stop being so emotional with these names that Europeans have named us to cloud our mind. Know who you are, as they say on here, and who your forefathers were, because that's who you are today. Man, you don't understand that the terror that the Moors put on the face of the earth, that's why they confused it. As they said in the Bible, they confound the languages. So they couldn't get to heaven. Huh? They built a tower to Babel, and they almost made it to heaven. White mean purity, purity mean God, and God being ruler of the land. God confounded the languages, so they couldn't get to heaven. And so now we go from 1 minute, you're black. Years ago, your grandmother was colored. Years before that, they were Negro. And years before that, they was coon, shine, darky, blackamoor, and everything else. When are we going to let this go? When are we going to let this go? It has done nothing for us. And it won't do anything for us. Well, we'll do something for us. But let me give you this. Let me give you this. I got a service announcement. Hold on. I got a service announcement. A public service announcement. Y'all ready? Here we go. Claiming your Moorish nationality will not do anything for you as an individual, except awaken you to who you are and give you some confidence to where you need to go. That's all that's going to do. It's going to teach about yourself, about the law. But what nationality does, here we go, it only works as a group. Nationality is only effective as those who subscribe to it. That's it. You can claim whatever you want. You can claim whatever you want. Bro, I'm going to put my inbox me. I got you for the Moorish flag. You can claim whatever you want. A nationality is only as strong as those who are a part of the nationality. It's not going to get you out of jail. All right? Nationality not going to get you out of jail. So if you're still breaking law and think you're going to call me and ask me how to get you out of jail, nationality don't do that. It just don't. Nationality does not prevent you from paying taxes. It just don't. I mean, call me what you want. Call me sellout. Call me agent. Call me what you want. Nationality does not stop you from paying taxes because you benefit from the taxes in which you're paying. You drive on the road. You flush your toilet when you poop. You see, that water got to flow somewhere. That water, that doo-doo, you sit on the toilet and poop. Those people at the doo-doo pre-treatment plant, how do you think they get paid? You might don't like it. If you don't like it, go in the hole, go in the woods, dig a hole and poop and cover it up. Because when you talk about taxes, okay, they abuse some of the money. Okay, they abuse a whole lot of the money. Okay, they abuse majority of the money. But when you got to go take a poop and it go to the waste treatment plant, how does that get paid for? When you want to ride your 20s or your caravan on the road, slaves will, look at this. Levi Marshall. Here we go. Newsflash. Slaves didn't pay taxes. Slaves were property. We're free. We use the road. We take doo-doos. Do. We take doo-doos. I mean, we take doo-doos. You mean? We enjoy what taxes pay for. Now, if you want to stop paying taxes, then unite and let's present a bill. Let's present a bill. If you want to stop paying taxes, unity. Unity is the call of the day. So my brother say, have we really been freed? Brother, we ain't sitting up there getting a whip put on our back to go and pick some cotton. That's the type of freedom slavery I'm talking about. But are we truly 1000% liberated? No. But that's why we were sent the prophet of Allah with a roadmap. With a roadmap to get us up out of here. But nobody wants to follow the roadmap because nobody believes that we are as precious as we are to be given a prophet. I mean, nobody believes that we are precious enough. Nobody believes that we should be salvaged by the great universe, by the natures, by the ancestors, by Allah, by the Holy One. We don't believe that. That's why we don't believe that we will be sent the prophet to bring us up out here. Because we think a prophet is spooky and religious as described as the manipulators of religion. The manipulators that say they represent religion, that lied to you. You believe the Pope or the priest or the people messing with little boys is religion. So you say religion is corrupt. Newsflash, that's not religion. You believe somebody that makes a lot 5 times a day, the sister put the veil over her face, the brother wear the kufi, the brother wear the fez, the brother or sister wear the turban. You think that's religion. Newsflash, that's not religion. Not religion. All right? That's not religion. We need to wake up and understand that if you are indigenous, that doesn't change the fact that today you are a Moorish American, because even the indigenous brothers and sisters here are descendants from the same bloodline as those from the northwest and southwestern shores of Africa. The same people. Let me share a slide with y'all real quick. Let me share a slide if I will. You know what I mean? Let me share me a slide. Let me see what I got here. I got some stuff. Let me share a few slides with y'all, man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share a few slides with y'all. You know, I want to show you what the Christopher Colombo say. Then what he say. That ain't what I say. You know, this is what he said. He said when he came to one of the islands. Let's read it. This is in his letter to Queen Isabella and Ferdinand. And all these lands, y'all follow me? As I understand, every man is satisfied with only one wife, except the princes or kings, who are permitted to have 20. Good goodness and granny. Y'all like that, don't y'all, brother? Y'all want 20 of them. Good night. Anyway, the women appear to work more than the men. We ain't having that today, though. Good goodness. But I could not well understand whether they have private property or not. They shared everything. Dummy. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Anyway, For I saw that everyone had was shared with others, especially meals, provisions, and such things. I found among them no monsters. We ain't become monsters till we got with this European. No monsters, as very many expected, but men of great deference and kind. Not are they black like Ethiopians, but they have long, straight hair. In other words, in the old English or Spanish tongue, and that's a translation, he's basically saying they are black because that's what they call us. They are black like the Ethiopians, but they got long, straight hair. Man, that phenotype that you think is an Indian today, man, that ain't us. No, sir. No, sir. We got to wake up, family. So if you just subscribing to Indigenous and you didn't turn down the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, man, you better pick it back up. Because nationality is the glue that's going to glue us together and take us to the next level. Real talk. When you look at our people here, I'm going to see if I can stretch it out. Now, I'm going to stretch it out. I like this one on the end right here. Let me see if I can stretch it out. This brother right here on the end. Now, tell me they don't look like Uncle JoJo. That Uncle JoJo. Look at our sissy up there. Look at that. Look at this. Now, tell me this ain't our people. Look at this. Tell me this ain't our people. So we know we indigenous. We ain't right. It don't take rocket. They can't hide that no more. Look at this one here. Can't hide that no more. Look at this one. I mean, you can't hide that no more. We know who we are. But now we gotta cease letting them divide and conquer us. Now we gotta stop letting them divide and conquer us. We know what this look like. Come on, man. Come on, sis. We know who this is. Who that? You know that's Cuzzo. That's Cuzzo right there. So we know who we are. This is the Yucatan, the mind as God am. Without I couldn't post-classic mind as God am. But we know who we are. Even when we pull this, you know, it's amazing that even Redskin fans haven't even noticed that the red skin ain't even red. Man, come on, man. The red skin ain't even red. We gotta stop playing, man. Look at this. Then when they came over here, now we know they came over here, and look at, she got the flag right here. But look who greeting her. Look who meeting her. And look like she trying to hypnotize them. Here's your forefathers right here. Look at that wig he got on. You must admire him. That was he said. You know what I mean? Look at our people, man. These indigenous people here, man. These are our people, man. These are all our people, man. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. The Aztec. This is the Aztec before them Europeans went into Mexico. Them Spanish Europeans. When you talk about Mexicans and you think they speak Spanish because they woke up like that, they were conquered too. The same reason you speak English is that's why most of them look like, I guess, mulattoes, if you will, and they speak Spanish. But that's not the original one. It's once said that in Mexico, every house in Mexico has an African hidden in the closet. You follow me? Every house in Mexico. Every house in Mexico has an African hidden in the closet. So family, we got to stop allowing this division. I've heard too many times that a person say, I'm not a Moor, or I am a Moor, but I'm indigenous. A brother in the chat said, I respect Moor, but not Moorish. He don't understand nationality, nor do he understand how it works. And without a nation, we have nothing. Without a nation, we have nothing. Family, we got 30 minutes. I want to put the phone out if anybody have any questions. If anybody want to call in, press 1. I don't have the phone here. I'm going to have to go get it. If anybody want to call in, press 1, and then you can come on. Oh, my goodness. Up jumped the boogie. Look who jumped in the building. There you go. Up jumped the boogie. I got my good brother, the press secretary of the Moorish Temple of America, the body as led by the great Steve Belial. I have my brother, Talik L, in the building. Welcome to the show, good brother. Brother, you had me. Brother, I was going in. I've been talking up some stuff. Man, I don't know if you heard everything, but brother, I don't know if you heard everything, but my point is that people try to divide and conquer our people, and they don't understand that even being indigenous is indicative of being a Moorish American.
Right.
They one and the same. We're in this new era of time now. Back in the day, somebody that was indigenous of this land, there wasn't a such thing called nationality. You follow me? There wasn't a such thing called nationality. Before the European came, there wasn't a such thing called nationality. But what the European did, he took a concept. He took a concept straight off of Africa. How when he came to Africa, he seen tribes was represented as individual with a leader, and they will correspond with each other's leader, and then they will trickle out to the regular people or to the members of the tribe. They turned that into what you call nation states. Right. You know, they took the tribal concept, superimposed it with nation states. So now it's still our system, but now we live in a nation-state era. And in the nation-state era, nationality is the call of the day. We was doing it years ago. What do you think the Fulani is? What do you think way back the Moabites is? What do you think the 12 tribes is? What do you think that is? In this modern time, we call it nation states. And in nation states, nationality is the call of the day. You don't get nothing done as an individual. You get it done as a group, as a nation. Period, point blank. Brother Talik, come on in the chat, talk to the people, fam.
Islam. First I want to rise, and I want to give high praise to Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I rise and I give high honors to Prophet Noble Ali. I rise and I give honors to the Moorish Temple of America. I rise and give special honors to each and every one of you. I rise and give special honors to you as well, Brother Taharka Bey. Yeah, I agree. When we speak of indigenous, we speak of Aboriginal and those who are native to this land. We want to be clear that, you know, that includes pretty much a lot of us. My great grandmother was Cherokee. My son's mom, she found her lineage to the Lenape that basically dwelled up and down parts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Myself, you know, I have on my dad's side, I believe we have Creek. Hey, say hi, say Islam.
Islam.
So yeah, so what we are at this point, you know, a lot of us, you know, we do have roots here in America, but that doesn't take away the fact that we are we have lineage that goes beyond the shores of America, even to Africa. There's proven that our brothers and sisters were trading, conversing, going back and forth over, you know, over the waters. You know, Mansa Musa, when they said, well, you know, what are you doing? You know, why did you build the ships to go over to America? He said, I'm going over to America to build a bond with my brothers. You know, that's quoted in famous, pretty much the famous chronicles where you're dealing with Mansa Musa, his brother Abu Bakari the first, went over prior to him. So, you know, you have a lot of people, you know, in ancient times that sailed over here. You had people from, I can probably take a speculated guess, some indigenous people of this land probably went over to Africa. You know, we got, you know, we were mixing. See, the issue is though, is that now that a lot of brothers and sisters came across this information, you know, mostly via our, you know, our prophet, and then those outside the temple who were just building on, you know, expounding on some stuff, they went too far in a sense where now they're trying to make a separation between us and people from Africa. You know what I'm saying? It's only out of the content or the intention to validate their indigenous, so they can get over as you know, pretty much over laws and stuff like that and policies that have been set over here. So, you know, let me just say that I ain't got nothing to do with Africa, because you feel like, okay, well, if I have something to do with Africa, that means I'm going to be classified as, you know, a second-class citizen because I'm from Africa. I'm like, man, I can tell you right now, there's people from Africa come over here and get more rights than you know what I'm saying, than any of us right now. You know what I'm saying, on some delegated stuff, you know. But, you know, it's kind of crazy because you go on social media and you see it. And you see them say, oh, I'm not no African, I'm not this and that. Okay, they're going, and once they go into the, it seems like in the beginning when they say that, okay, you listen, you give it ear, you're like, okay, look what else you got to say. So they keep going, it sounds good, but then they take a far left and be like, you know, I'm from here, you know, I ain't got nothing to do with Africa, and it becomes totally separate. That's where it becomes very divisive. You know, there's nothing wrong with claiming indigenous now, but don't be separate. You know, our prophet in the Moorish Simple America, he teaches us that, you know, through the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nations. Remember, if you look at the title, chapter 25 in the Moorish Holy Quran, it says Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nations. Plural. It's not one nation, it's plural. Because he understands that we are divided, saying that we are one father, you know what I'm saying, you know, and we have one mother. That means that we all came from a single source, from the same source, but we spread out. And we had our own lives, and we developed, and we became other nations, other clans, and stuff like that. So I'm saying, like, it was supposed to, that chapter alone is to bring all Asiatic people around the world together, whether you're in the Americas, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in South America region, whatever. You know,
Brother,
where you're in Australia.
Brother, let me address something real quick. The brother said this. The brother said this in the chat, and I'm going to address it real quick. Tazadak. He said, hi, did the Moors assist King Leopold II of Belgium with the Congo massacre? Don't answer nothing. I got this.
Go ahead.
I got this. Brother, this is where, hold up. Let me see. Hold up 1 second. Let me pull it up because I can't wait to somebody come with this. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because I'm waiting for anybody. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. First of all, matter of fact, hold on, family. I want to answer this question for the brother, and then we get right back to it. First of all, family, this is, show y'all something real quick. Wait up real quick, family. The brother asked about Leopold. I want to answer this question because this is one of them questions where people love to say Moors enslaved Africans. So what I'm looking for right now is the picture of Leopold and his soldiers, so I can make a point. I want to make a point right now. I can't find the picture, but I wish I could. I'm looking online real quick. Here we go. I got it. Here we go. I got it. Praise the Lord. because I don't run for nothing. You know what I mean? I like this. First of all, when we say that we know something, then you got to come correct. So we gonna come correct today. Y'all want me to come correct today? I love the conversation. I love the conversation where people try to say that the Moors enslaved Africans, and then my brother Tazadak says, hi, did the Moors assist King Leopold II of Belgium with the Congo massacre? Who is your fiance, Princess Empress? I'm going to say this, brother. Emphatically no. Emphatically no. Now let me show you this. Now you can do the research yourself. Emphatically no, the Moors did not. Now, family, I'm going to show you something. If you know, just because you see a brother in affairs and they were fighting for the Leopold army and demonstrating heinous genocides against their own people. Let me stop the camera. You see this? This one is Egyptians. And what I did was I want to show you two different pictures. These are Egyptians wearing fezes. This is Leopold army right here wearing fezes. Let me stop. Newsflash. Newsflash, y'all ready? And you can do the research yourself. Those was Congolese. Those wasn't Moors. Those was not Moors. Those were people from the population. Those wasn't Moors. And you have to understand that when the Pope gave the papal bull to enslave Moors after the rule of Spain, many people that created armies used the fez as their new headdress to display their dominance, because this was the ancient headdress of those that knew and those who civilized the world. And so when our people was conquered who wore this, they put it on the other people's head. Not only did they put it on those in the Congo head, the Turks adopted it. The Egyptians adopted it. The Europeans adopted it. The Masons adopted it. And even over here in America during the Civil War, they wore what? A fez. They wore a fez. It was a part of the, as my brother say, the military uniform. They wasn't Moor, they was from the Congo. And that's why I say I would challenge anybody that say the Moors enslaved Africans. I would challenge anybody, because just because you see a fez don't make you a Moor. When the European conquered the Moors and expelled them out of Spain for not honoring the principles as laid down by their forefathers and foremothers, we were conquered. And once we were conquered, they put the fez on a monkey. They put the fez on a monkey. Do that make him a Moor? Man, that was the state in which the European wanted to put us on display, that we have been conquered.
Right.
The Congolese had nothing to do with the Moors. Those soldiers came out the common population that the Belgian army conquered. We gotta study history. We know they put a monkey on a monkey with a fez. I'm trying to tell you, man, listen, This feds right here, this feds, what you mean with proof? I just showed you, look it up. I just told you Leopold, he was in the Congo. The proof is he was in the Congo. What you want? They say, show me some proof. He was in the Congo. Where the, now, all right, let's pull up the Congo. All right, we're going to go to elementary school now. Let's go to the Congo. Let's go to the Congo. Okay? Let's go to the Congo on the map. Maybe something wrong with me. Maybe something wrong with me. I don't know. We're going to go to the Congo real quick. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready? Let's go to the Congo. Here we go. Since we need proof, let's go to the Congo. Now, I'm not going to do your homework for you because I got bigger fish to fry. Okay, family. Family. This is the Congo. Okay? This is the Congo. Okay? Let's stop now. The territory of the Moors. Here, Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, all on the northwestern, southwestern, Niger, northwestern, southwestern shores of Africa. The northwestern, southwestern shores of Africa. They were in the Congo. And his army was pulled from the population. You know what I mean? Now, I can't do your homework for you. I ain't got time. I don't got time. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to do your homework for you. You know what I mean? You got to do your own homework. I'm telling you that they wasn't Moors. I'm telling you that a quick Google search will show you that they were Congolese. A quick Google search. I mean, not even, you ain't even going to get exhausted. A quick Google search. If you know how to use Google, put in Leopold of Belgium, look at his army, and see where the army came from. See, this is what my brother Sinetta started. He put that out there, that the Moors enslaved Africans. And we're not beefing with Sinetta, but he put that out there, that the Moors enslaved Africans, because he seen somebody with affairs and uneducated. An uneducated guess that somebody wore affairs, that they were Moors. They were Congolese. I mean, Junebug, Google searching right now. Praise the Lord. Google searching right now. I mean, I don't need
Islam,
no what? Go ahead, Moore.
Islam. I just want to camelback in on that. Just saying something real quick. Just not exactly on that, but it. You know, what we have to do is this, man. Moors, whether you're a Moor or whoever you claim to be, we have to become more intelligent when we speak of these matters. A few weeks ago, I don't know exactly how far back, but the rapper Waka Flocka was on the don't speak on that.
No, that was my son. He needed to go to bed.
All right, praise Allah. Well, the Waka Flocka was speaking on being indigenous, and everybody blasted that video, so forth and so on. But within the video, it was asked to him, you know, give him a source. You know, somebody asked him, give him a source of what he was talking about, and he said, "I got sources." He said, "It's all on my laptop, on my hard drive, on my laptop." I'm saying, you know, so, you know, okay, cool. Intelligently, you need to give a source. You need to give a reference.
And they asking me for the source, but they ain't showing me the source that they Moors. And I'm telling you that Leopold was in the Congo.
But there's a book. There's a book called King Leopold. Pardon the body. There's a book called King Leopold. You can go and get it. You can look it up. You can YouTube it, and it's real actual fact that man and his army invaded the Congo, and in order to conquer it, he set those tribes against each other to suppress one another. You can get, and a prime example of that is if anyone's seen Hotel Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda, even though that was a movie that took place in the current time, the actual struggle was back at the time when people like King Leopold had invaded Rwanda and set the Hutu and the Tutsi against each other. You know what I'm saying? They suppressed each other. But they already weren't really getting along. All the tribes in Africa weren't really buddy like that. Let's not get that confused. And just like the tribes over in America weren't buddy like that. That's why we fell. You know, because we had it, and what happened was an enemy of greater proportion came and confused us all. This is what that movie Apocalypto. If you look at the end, remember that one great Inca tribe was suppressing everybody, and then the other guy, he tried to fight back to free his people. But at the end, when they got to the shore, they saw a greater threat come on the boats. That means if you don't get it together, the story was like, if you don't get it together, something else is going to come more powerful, more deceitful, more devilish in nature to conquer you, because you already having a problem amongst your brother. So that, you know, that's the premise of it. So, you know, people need to be more adamant in their research and keep their eyes open for things adequate, because you can't engage in these conversations. It really shouldn't even open their mouths sometimes. It's cool to ask questions. There's no problem with that. But some people go off on the deep end, and it's just like, brother, you know, and you try to steer them the right way, and it's just like, come on, but like, you know, they're really convinced in not knowing. You know, that's why, you know, the Moors or the particular brothers you mentioned, like Sa and Sa Rasu said, they were able to get away with that whole King Leopold demonstration and show brothers with feathers on and say that was the Moors. And people who weren't educated on the whole era of King Leopold took that and just got
I don't want somebody. Let me take this. Let me take this real quick, because I don't want the show get hijacked, because this is not the point in which we were making. Leopold, yeah, and the North African Muslim destroyed people. They had three choices. Let me tell you something. Once the Arab came in, everything got off track. So of course the Muslim destroyed people. That wasn't our initial initiative as the Moors were civilizing nations. That wasn't what it was. That wasn't what it was. But we're not going to let the show get off track. You know what I mean? Right. We ain't going to let the show get off track, because the problem is this. The problem is this. The show is about sovereign, indigenous, or Moorish American. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not going, that's another show. Tazadak, you can come on the show if you want to. That's fine. I have no problem with that. However, if you are a descendant of the slave oppression here in America, those were your people that were Moors. Whether you accept it or not, you don't have to accept it. The Moors are descendants of the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. And the thing is this, most of us over here had that blood running through our veins, northwest and southwestern shores of Africa. So if the Moors enslaved Africans, guess what? Your forefathers enslaved Africans, because that's who we are. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's right. If you are one that have been oppressed by the way of the slave trade in the United States, you are and you have more blood running through your veins. So if Moors enslaved Africans, you are descendants of those who enslaved Africans. And you can call yourself what you want. It is or what it is. And with that being said, we're going to move to the closing segment of the show. And the closing segment of the show, is I'm asking people to support the building of the Moorish village here in Baltimore. The Moorish village here in Baltimore is a place where if you were Hebrew, you could come and get a hot meal, a place to stay, or you can contribute with your business if you are a good progressive Christian. And when I say good progressive Christian, I'm talking about one that don't got that European Jesus on their wall. One of them type of Christians. If you're a good progressive Christian, you can come and invest in your business or come and live in our community. If you are a progressive Moorish American that don't gangbang on different grand bodies and you want to build something, you can come and live and thrive in our community. Do you have to go to the Moorish Temple of America under the leadership of the Supreme Grand Sheikh D. Baliel? Absolutely not. But if we live in the same community, we can put our money together and we can get something done besides sitting on YouTube worrying about what Leopold did over hundreds of years ago and worrying about what happened in the Congo over hundreds of years ago. What are we going to do in 2017 and beyond is the question today. Are we going to continue to be slaves of today where we do nothing for ourselves, by ourselves, amongst ourselves? Or are we going to continue to riff-raff and argue about some information? The Rwanda video, Leopold, who wears fezzes, the European, the Turks. Are we going to do that? Are we going to do that? Or are we going to build something today? You know, and so what I'm initiating is trying to build something today. You know, are we going to argue about black power? Are we going to argue about more science? Are we going to argue about Nation of Islam, the white man and devil? Are we going to argue about the original language is Hebrew? Or are we going to build something today? You feel me? Are we going to build something today? So my thing is, I'm trying to build something today. And I'm asking for your support in building something today. And so in asking for your support, I'm going to screen share a video that I took earlier this week and showing the people exactly what I've been doing and what I've been trying to get established. I'm trying to get people to support the Moorish village. The Moorish village is a place that all people will be welcome and all people will have their place in the sun, if you will. So this video I'm about to share, if people stop, this video I'm about to share.
Visuals.
Yeah.
You know. So
look, I want to show you this video real quick.
or when they
I went crazy right there.
with all due donations,
Look, here we go.
look at all this. A minute. They ready to have these Europeans, they doing a dollar house sale. They ready to have these Europeans that can qualify for these loans. They get the loans and fix them up and they're gonna sell them to the European for $1. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be able to get no loans, but we can get them right now. Look at this, a whole block. We gonna walk this block. Y'all gonna walk with me? Let's walk the block. Do we really want some real freedom? I mean, this whole block. Now look, not only
Man, somebody keep hitting my face. Man. Everybody liking my Facebook page. Man, look, I want to show y'all this, but everybody liking my Facebook page. All right, hold on. Let me do it again. I can't get it, man. Everybody, man, my Facebook page be on fire, man. I want to show y'all these houses, man. I'm going to try it again. Let me try it again. I want to show y'all these houses that I am trying to get people to donate so we can build our own Moorish village. So let me try it again. Let me try it again, man. My Facebook page just be jumping off because everybody, my Facebook page is News Central for the Moorish Americans and for productive people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So if you're on Facebook, send me a request. If you don't look suspect, I will accept your request. But matter of fact, I can show you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me get it. Here we go. I'm gonna get straight to it before my page started jumping again. Let me screen share real quick. I want to just show y'all some of these houses, right? This whole block right here, we can get for a little bit of nothing. Here we go.
real quick, check this out. This is the block. This is the block. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You tell me that we can't put $10 into this and help your brother get this jump started? Matter of fact, let me take y'all all the way down, man. Here to the corner store right here. Take it to the corner. Let's walk through the. Oh, let me go back. Put some other things in place. The first thing that we got to do is on tax sales under $5,000. And I mean that, under $5,000 tax lien or before auction buys. These houses been like this for a minute. These houses been like this for a minute. They ready to have these Europeans, they doing $1 house sale. They ready to have these Europeans that can qualify for these loans. They get the loans and fix them up and they gonna sell them to the European for $1. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna all be able to get no loans, but we can get them right now. Look at this, a whole block. We gonna walk this block. Y'all gonna walk with me? Let's walk the block. Do we really want some real freedom? You know what I mean? This whole block. Now look, not only is this whole block available, the whole block, it's only on the other side about maybe 6 houses or 7 houses that's occupied, a whole block. But now check this out. This whole block is empty. And each one of these can be bought for $5 or less. But not only that, look at the lot right here. Come on, let's walk with me. Now, I want y'all to walk with me. Stay with me. I know y'all at work. I know what y'all doing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But walk with me real quick. Go on, walk with me real quick. Check this out. This is the lot. This is the block. Look at it.
So, fam,
Look at it.
so basically,
Look at it. They tell me that we can't put $10.
So family, basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get people to donate so we can have our own block and then our own community with progressive people. It doesn't matter if you Hebrew, it doesn't matter if you Nation of Islam, it doesn't matter if you Christian, whatever, Kemetic, if you're progressive. And the thing is that I actually do the work. You know, so the money will go towards getting supplies after this is paid for. You see what I'm saying? That's what it goes for. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. Either we're gonna build something of our own or we not. I just looked at the thing and the brother said, Sanetta got a video of the Congo. Brother, you better research that. Of more than a Congo. But are we gonna get stuck there? Or we gonna build something today? Because whoever you're talking about that got videos up, they don't got a building initiative. I got a building initiative. And we can live together. Empress Queen, talk about her fiance, King Shabaka. Bring King Shabaka to Baltimore to demonstrate. But where he gonna stay at? At the Holiday Inn? He gonna pay some European at the Holiday Inn when I'm saying I got a GoFundMe to build. So we can put all that aside. We can put all that aside. If Sinetta came to Baltimore, where he's gonna stay at the Holiday Inn? Huh? See what I'm saying? So the point of the matter is, either we gonna help ourselves or we not. That's the point of the matter. Either we gonna help ourselves or we not. Because if you say you're conscious and you came to Baltimore to do a lecture, or you came to Baltimore to visit the Moorish village, where you want to stay? At the Red Roof Inn? The Holiday Inn? At the Waldorf Astoria? Or do you want to stay at the bed and breakfast that you help give a couple dollars to? Around your people that think like you, progressively. And think like you does not mean think like you because I believe that we all need fezes on. Because I don't believe that. But you may think that I believe that. Or because you believe that we all should have dreadlocks. or you believe that that the Savior hasn't came yet. You see, so the point of the matter is, I got the GoFundMe there, but guess what? But guess what though? We got, and I'm gonna keep saying it. We got a brother that's trying to build $1 million school and got over $250,000. All I need is about 20 stacks to start. All I need is about 20 stacks to start. And all of us, I got 4,000 subscribers. If 4,000 subscribers gave $10, it's a done deal to start. Let me start with 20,000 and see what I do with it. You see, and see, that can be proven. Because see, if I was going to create a school, I don't need a big academy. I asked the people, give me a couple dollars and let me show you what I can do with a couple dollars, and then you might want to give me some more. So we can make it flip, make it do some gymnastics. You feel me? So the point of the matter is that either we gonna do something for ourselves or we not. Stop thinking that it's all about Moorish. Stop thinking it's all about Hebrew. Stop thinking it's all about Kemetic. Stop thinking it's all about Christian. Stop thinking it's all about all of this stuff that is not about. It's about economic empowerment. And we have to create an economy for ourselves. And it starts with a small little plan right here in Baltimore. And once the template is made, we can duplicate it everywhere else. So I'm asking, man, contribute to the Moorish Village Fund. Contribute. See what I'm saying? I'm reading the post that says, I'll stay in my godson house in Africa and still help. I just help Africa now. What's going on in America? Well, those that's going to be here in America, I'm asking for your support. I'm asking for your support. If you're going to be here in America and you all have an upward progressive mind, I'm asking for your support. I'm asking for your support and your donations to help me initiate building the Moorish Village, which will be a community for all. For all. The name is Moorish Village because I can't name it Black Village. It just don't sound right. It don't have a ring to it. African Village sound pretty good. But we know Africa is a continent with many, many countries. What part of Africa are we talking about? What culture are we going to exemplify?
And Ray Higgins already has that, so he can't use it.
Yeah, he do. You're right. He got African Village. You're right. Yeah. So what country are we going to exemplify? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, regardless of the name, if you don't like the name, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to come, to bring your children. I mean, you're welcome to entertain yourself at the Moorish American Museum that we're gonna build. That's right, Tazadak. That's what I'm talking about. Tazadak say, I will support you because we support Comcast, Nike, Microsoft, etc. That's what I'm talking about, Tazadak. And I'm not asking for somebody to give me $1 million. And I even said when I first put up the ad on GoFundMe, I say, although it says 75,000, I just randomly chose a number. I can make this happen. Make it start with $5,000 off the ground and $5,000 to build the first facility that will be a business as well as the beginning of the community. You know what I mean? And now look, because my brothers love the brother Tahaka Bay, the brother researched brother Tahaka Bay, and the brother researched brother Tahaka Bay, because we're gonna do some work together. This is my brothers in New York. We're gonna do some work together, and he shared it with the people. Let me show you what he shared with the people, if I can pull it out. He shared it with the people. Let me show you what he shared. Y'all see what that say? Tahaka Bay, you was right, my brother. Shout out to my brother Muhammad Bey. You was right, my brother. We will contact you soon. You know what he was talking about? I was right about. Look at that house right there. $5,000. Right there, with that yellow on it. $5,000. You see, it got windows in it. You see, it got blinds in it. You see, so it ain't that tore up. $5,000. That's it. That's it. So I'm saying, give me your donation. Let's start this Moorish community. Let's start this Moorish village. You know, and guess what? If there's a Hebrew community, we're going to do that next. If there's a Kemetic community that want to move forward like that, we can do that after that. Or we can do them all at the same time. Or we can do it all at the same time. But we need to do something for us, by us. Brown said, Tahaka, that house is going to cost you $50 to make livable. Brown, I do the work, my friend. We got 5 Moorish Americans that are licensed plumbers, electricians. We're going to do the work for free. Supplies ain't that serious, my brother. All right? All right? Supplies ain't that serious.
There's always one, Mo.
Yeah. It's going to cost me $50K. I do the work. That's what I do for a living. That's what I do for a living. So this is why that house for $5,000 will sit there like that for the most part, due to the fact that in actuality, on the retail repair value, it could go upward to $30,000 to $50,000. Because to bring in an electrician, to bring in a plumber, to bring in a drywall man, to bring in a carpenter, and all of that, you're right. But suppose we are all of that. How about we are all of that? You see? No, the brother Brown was saying that he did wholesale in Baltimore, so he know how much the price can skyrocket. I don't think he was being discouraged. You know what I mean? I don't think now that on the back end, I don't think it could be discouraged. You see what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, family, we can do this. We can do this, family. I'm just asking for your support. I'll do a show real soon on the topic. I've been going live on Facebook on the topic, but I will bring the show to Moorish World TV. We're gonna have some good shows coming. We're gonna have some good shows coming real soon. We're gonna address some topics. Like I say, I want to keep y'all posted on what's going on. My website is going to be up soon, Moorish World, our Moorish World, you know, and on our Moorish World, you're going to be able to be in tune with what your brother Tahaka Bay is up to. You see what I'm saying? Because this is a new day. Man, we ain't taking no mess. It is what it is. We either going to build or die trying. That's it. Brother Talik, any departing words, my brother?
Yes, Islam. First, I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. I'll do just on the topic of the indigenous. Yes, you know, just keep in mind we all are one. If you are indigenous, you subscribe to a tribe, that doesn't exclude you from becoming a Moorish American. The temple is built for those because remember, at the time, we all lost our nationality and identity. And to actually describe to one tribe and say we all this and that would be, it would be defeatist in a sense, because you know, we've been mixed so long, you know, for a while. You're talking to a brother that used to be a member of the Washita Nation and so forth. But you know, we know for a fact that you know that Allah is a blessed planner. So I'm here with the Moorish Temple of America, speaking the truth of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And I wanted to say that other people, you know, when you talk about indigenous and so forth, please remember there's no separation, and that we're all in one. If anything, we're all Asiatic, and you know, in our bloodline, and we have to come together. So, and remember, if you're going to speak on this stuff, remember, do your research and have your references ready, you know, because that makes you sound intelligent. Peace and love.
Peace and love, peace and love. And so with that, family, like I said, we are going to build, and hopefully we do it with you. You follow me? Hopefully we do it with you. But once it's built, you're still welcome to come and enjoy, because I love the family. Y'all know me, I love the family. We're going to make it happen. We are going to make it happen, and I'm not going to leave this earth without leaving something for the next generation. I'm not going to leave this earth, man, inshallah. Let me say inshallah. But that is the desire of my heart. The generation before us left us nothing. And I mean nothing. Everything that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought, they tried to tear it up. Everything that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali set up, they either hid or tried to tear it up. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do for the next generation? Heck, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for the next generation. Again, everything that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought us that was physical and tangible, the Moors either hid it or they tore it up. It's up us. It's up to us. But I'm about to get the phone. You got questions? Hold up. Somebody got questions. Go ahead, Talik. Take this. I'm about to put the phone number up real quick. Because we got,
all right.
I'm going to take this brother questions real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right. I guess while he's doing that, just want to share with some people the actual reference y'all can go to in the Moorish Holy Quran, what proves and validates those people who claim to be indigenous to join the Moorish Temple of America would be chapter 47. And I'll just jump down because it talks about when the Moabites and so forth and Canaanite were expelled. Now you have the Moabites in verse 6, it says the Moabites from the land of Moab who received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit the northwest Africa. They are the founders and all the true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire. With the Canaanite, Hittite, and Amorite brethren who sojourn from the land of Canaan seeking new homes. Their dominion and their habitation extended from the northeast and southwest Africa across the great Atlantis, even unto the present North, South, Central America, and also Mexico and the Atlantis Islands before the great earthquake, which caused the great ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm gonna start right there. So it says from one point that all the dominion, not only Northwest, but Southwest Africa, but also North, South America, Mexico, the Atlantis Islands, that means the Caribbean, that means my Jamaican people, my Haitian people, my Trinidadian people, you know, for all those, you know, if you have that type of lineage, that gives you that gives you the leeway to join. That actually shows the fact that you're linked. So when a Prophet Noble Drew Ali came up and had this divine revelation or divine influence to have to create the Moorish Temple of America, he created a hub for those who, because we all been displaced. So in order, instead of saying go to, you know, ancestry.com, take a blood test, find your exact tribe, that means why not come together? This is why we're called Moorish Temple of America. That's why the word Moorish is given, because we're of Moors. Now, all of us may be exactly of Moabite blood or this type of blood, but we all intermingle. So instead of being specific and trying to have like we got some type of OCD problem and try to be really specific, let's come together and say we're Moorish. And this is why that word Moorish is very important. There's a lot of brothers and sisters, outside the temple in these different groups and so forth, law sovereign groups that say we shouldn't use the word Moorish. We should say Moor because Moorish is an adjective and so forth and so on. Now, let me clear something up. You got to understand that in language, in sentence, when you're dealing with sentence structure, Moorish has a dual function. It's an adjective and it's also a noun, especially when you're dealing with title. When you're dealing with title, your basic grammar changes, because when you're dealing with a certain title level, when we're speaking of titles, language changes. So I can say anything. If I say, I saw one book, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, or something like that. Say, okay, the hand. Say if I wrote a book that says The Hand Rocks the Cradle, or A Man That Tied a Shoe. Saying? I could say something like that. Like, a man tied a shoe. That's not even a good sentence. What is that? But it's a title. It goes for a book. Now, when you're dealing with law or you're dealing with political science, Moorish American will fall under what you call a supra nationality. The brother, Dr. Jose Piamenta Bay, speaks on this in his book. And that's an actual title. You can actually look up Google supra nationality. Not super nationality, but supra nationality. This is what British is. That's why there's people in Jamaica now or so forth. They will say that they're still British, even though they're Jamaican. They have they're in Jamaica. They have a allegiance to Britain. This is what you call a supranationality. It encompasses other smaller groups, other smaller tribes, and so forth, in a greater expand a title. So Moorish American basically encompasses or can encompass those who might want to be Choctaw, those who might say they're Cherokee, those who might say they're Yamasee, those who say, they're this and though, whether they're from the Taino or whatever, and so forth and so on, it encompasses, pretty much you can be within that, into that sphere, as claiming yourself as Moorish American. It doesn't take away from your indigenous claim. You know what I'm saying? It just puts you in a safe hood, because with you say you're Moorish American and you subscribe to the Prophet Ali and so forth, this is your pocket of protection, because now under the First Amendment, of being, having your religious right, your right to worship and so forth, this is also your belief system. So it really, you don't have to go through the rigmarole of doing so forth and so on and putting these paperwork and stuff out. But I'll leave the floor. I
like that. But let me work with you. Yeah. When we bring Moorish American nationality up to 2017, what it means to me, everything that the brother just said, plus it means to me that we need to do what the Italians Americans did.
Yeah.
With Little Italy. We need to do what the Grecians did, and they do in Greek town. We need to do what the Chinese do in Chinatown, Little Korea. All of these nationalities have carved out their spot in America, and they thrive. I tell you what, y'all wouldn't be talking all this old sovereign stuff if you had a bunch of money in your pocket, what you call fiat, and your people were eating, and they were so spiritually so sharp that they could understand that Allah is within them. You wouldn't be talking that stuff then. See, one thing about people that's living pretty good and that make things happen, they don't trip off that pettiness. I don't trip off that. What they do is they plan
Islam.
to disassemble the nonsense that continues to oppress their people. But they do it as a group, not as an individual. Somebody selling you a license plate, man, come on, man. Come on, sister, that's individualistic. Gets you nowhere. Somebody selling you a right to travel, that's individualistic. Gets you nowhere. Somebody selling you your birthright, telling you that you need to be naturalized to be a part of a system that you were already born into, and the system that I'm talking about, the national status and state of being a Moorish American. Somebody gonna charge you for that, and you got nerve enough to pay for it? Yet you won't even pay for what I'm talking about, trying to build something similar to little Cuba, similar to the little Russian towns or areas in America, similar to the little Mexicos in America. But you'll go buy a license plate. You know what I mean? You'll go buy a license plate. You admire all of these scholars. I'm going to call them so-called scholars. All of these scholars, YouTube scholars. You admire all of that fancy wordplay. You admire all these Facebook scholars. But ain't now one of these Facebook scholars that I know have contributed a dime yet. Not Ali's men, not Dagger Squad. And I'm telling you, brothers from Dagger Squad will be welcome to come into the Moorish village and come and do lectures, come and do whatever they want. Not Sinetta. You see? But we admire this stuff. We talk about black power. We talk about, hell, if I don't want to call myself black, but I'm trying to empower something for us, you're supposed to get behind that. You're supposed to get behind that. You don't have to like me. Cujo, you don't have to like me. But if you came to do a lecture in Baltimore, I don't care if you don't like me. You my Moorish brother. You don't have to sleep on my couch. You sleep in the Moorish village, bed and breakfast. But you know what? We suffer from the principles that delude to slavery. When you get mad at me, you get mad at the vision. When you get mad at me, you get mad at the ideal. But the vision and the ideal is consistent with the prophet you say you love. Come on, man. Come on, man. Watch your enemies, dear Moors. Enemy ones that speak against your prophet. And speaking against your prophet today doesn't mean in word. Today it's in action and deed. Today is in action and deed. But we're going to be all right. Or we're going to break ground. And then we're going to break bread. We're going to break ground and then we're going to break bread. I sent the email out for any questions. Hopefully next week, this coming week, I will have the plans on the table. I will have the plans on the internet. The short goal plan will be on slide.com. The long-term plan is yet to come. And the long-term plan is a 3-year plan. And the reason why I got a 3-year plan, because in a short span of less than 3 years, one group of Moors in Chicago had accumulated what was considered to be, in today's money, $250,000. $250,000. We're going to have a long-term plan, a 3-year plan, see if we can meet that goal. Because once the village go up, we're not moving in nothing without a business attached to it. We ain't going nowhere without a business attached to it. Shout out to my sister, I think the sister C. Jones Bay. And the king that called me the other day, he want to put a laundromat there. The sister want to get her place there. Shout out to my other, I forget the brother and sister name, upstate New York. They want to come and purchase and take a look so they can move. So we got it coming together. So whether you were with this or not, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, you know. But I'm asking for your support, you know. And if I threw you under the bus, I meant to, because y'all supposed to be the stand-up people. Y'all supposed to be people that supposed to represent the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You see? You feel me? Email me if you want the mailing address. Y'all are supposed to be the ones. Email me at tahankabay@yahoo.com. But y'all supposed to be the ones. So I'm waiting on y'all. With that family, I gotta go. I'm tired now. Y'all wore me out. It's a great show. Y'all wore Tahankabay out. You know y'all did. Y'all wore me out. But this I want to slow it down. Let me slow it down and take somebody from Black to Moorish.
It hurts to be known as the one. Well, ever some sweet girl, bring love into my world. I need to belong to someone.
Where you at, my queen? Don't make me chase you. If I get you in my arms, my heart can escape you. See, I'm the Moorish king, so I'm fighting you in. I want to speak to your heart, from my heart to alarm me. Your physique impressive, but I prefer justice. Turn out to burn your head and make pressure. Yeah, you love the BS. I want to feed your lessons. I want to travel with your mind back to the essence. With things I made a thought, and we can manifest that. But first you must attack that black. Let's manifest that. But now we won't stress that. Let's move to perfection. Let me be your angel when I be your protection. I just want to take you. Queen, let me take you. Sister, let me take you. For sure. Sister, let me take you. Queen, let me take you. I just want to take you from Black to Moorish. Let's go. Sister, let me take you from Black to Moorish.
That's that new Tahankabay.
Let me take you from Black to Moorish. Sister, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Sister, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Along with it can't compare, no matter how many breasts plants off the plate hair. All the skimpy garments is garbage to a Moorish man. Just an illusion, make no confusion. I'm your man, custom made by a law just for you. Can't wait to make the babies in the best of you. When I'm next to you, looking wrong, come alive. Duty of a husband, verse 4 and 5. Let's climb the 12-step ladder and strive to the pinnacle of wisdom. Along the guide, you was only Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Get out the heat and sit for me under the big tree. Let's talk about the soul of man and perfection. Let me be the angel when I be your protection. I just want to take you. Sister, let me take you. Queen, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Come on. Let me take you from Black to Moorish.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Sister, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Queen, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Come on, let me take you from Black to Moorish. Let's jump in the ride and drop the top. Let the tassel fly. I can make it fly. Break past at the biggest spot. Man, Utah, break down the signs of prayer. And you let's jump in the ride and drop the top. Let the tassel fly. I can make it fly. Break past at the biggest spot. And Utah, break down the signs of prayer. And you break down the signs of prayer. And you break down the signs of prayer. And you let's jump in the ride and drop the top. Let the tassel fly. I can make it fly. Break past at the biggest spot. Man, Utah, break down the
brother? You like it?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That last part we thought. Yeah, that last part was on point.
All right, all right. Let me get out one more. Let me get out one more. Can I get out one more?
Yeah,
I want to get out
one
one more. I want to get out one more, man. You know, I love music. Music is not only my pastime, but sometimes, man, I just go to music, man, and it is what it is, man. It just take me away and get me started. So I'm gonna give him one more, man. This is We Lost. This is your brother Tahaka Bay. You know what I mean? We definitely lost, but we gotta wake up. We almost there.
I'm about to say something to make you not like me. You might catch feelings and you might want to fight me, but I don't really care. I'ma say it anyway. But I almost feel that the guy seems soft, you know. I'm not saying all, but a large amount. Have you ever heard the words that come out of their mouth? Yeah, they cuss like a sailor, but they follow my eye. They carry on somewhere and makeup and thinking it's hot. I think they need to stop. This is a new era. I wonder if the barrels of a war mascara. It probably was a death mask misunderstood. Don't let the D-boys catch them up in the hood. Why and why? Stop controlling the block. We get shot by the cops and we call it the cops. Come on, y'all was on another level. The black man was God, the white man the devil, and the white man, or better yet, the European and the Mars and the people I sold by Koreans. I'm talking what I'm saying, I'm just a reporter. How you call a woman a thief and you got a daughter? Talk about the Hebrews, the demonized women, the Jews, Esau, the brothers and Kevin, probably timid, soft, and scared to fight. Yelling and wearing spikes, trying to fake me out right, but you can't fool me, because you make a little noise. You deep inside, y'all some scared little boys. Really want to ride, let's take it to the beach and get revenge on the people killed by the police. Yeah, right. Y'all ain't busting the great. It appears that you fear and you in love with hate. Correct me if I'm wrong, we might all get along. European psychology got us all gone. You think we divided because I wear fez and she wear home and he wear dreads. But the vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to pick you up and get you out of the bed. We lost. To get you out the bed, I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Get you out the bed, wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed, wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed, wake up.
Yeah.
I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Oh yeah, I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. They think we divided because I wear fez and you wear funk and she wear dreads. Now, they think we divided because I wear fez. And she wear funk and he wear dreads. Boys need to wake up too, so I'ma wake up you, so we can get together, do what we gotta do. We haven't done much since the prophet left. More standing on law, we still in this mess. Haven't built the town to hold us down. Paperwork can't free us. We looking like towns, like we've been to the temple, claiming follow the prophet, but I follow the prophet. So to understand logic, people in the temple, time to hit the streets. Everybody do their part, and we ain't getting relief. The murder rate can be more than just gone crazy. Dope fiends, ODing in the hood on the daily. We laced with chemicals, you drink and serve. We fighting over information, we got some nerve. They say that we conscious, may not know a little something, but we just front, because we haven't done nothing, we lost. You think we divided, because I got a fez, and she got a drawers, and he got dreads.
Here we go.
You think we divided, because I got a fez, and he got an uncle, and he got dreads. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. You think we divided.
Here we go.
Yeah. It's start. Try to be your friend, man. Try to be your friend, bro. Help me out.
Meet me halfway. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. And yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom till I return to Allah. One day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice. That's the focus of the message.
times. Asiatics make me want to forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean, for real, this is what it comes to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we can get scholarly or we can get colored. We are the children of our father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we people out of pain trying to murder us all. You need to chill, my brother, and tell the elder the same. Cause on the real, my man, I'm really fucked them things. I can take the feds all and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. Want love, not war. Standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. So let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an Adab. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian Adab was the brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islam, but it's the same, my child. So at the foot of a master, I train you once, but I might have to bring you up. I still love you. And those that's talking that this ain't Islam, everything the prophet taught is in the Quran. All that other stuff, prostrate and cover up is just the start. And there's space for me to launch the heart. You can dress like a temple, you can dress like an herb. By the Moorish American Nationality unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but he gave you different variations of the same thought. You don't appreciate that. You won't appreciate me. Appreciate the holy and divine true Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first that ever did it. Europeans hope that the Moors will forget it, but we here, strong, alive and well, resurrected from hell, with a story to tell. So pay attention and listen and consider the facts. You know it's humanly impossible for you to be black. I guess a Chinaman is yellow, a Mexican is brown. Just think for a second how ridiculous it sounds. We can turn it around, but we must unite. It's okay to disagree, but we don't have to fight. Cause if we have to fight, you know how we get. I still learn to love. No, I'm not there yet. So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you. And let's all work together and do what we gotta do. Cause on the real side, we haven't made no progress since 1929 when the prophet left the flesh. We got an Asiatic president, men marrying men, cycle shooting up a glove and don't see his own sin. And those that say they conscious that took your fuck, move straight to Hollywood, straight living it up, and y'all picking it up, straight cheesing and grinning. But it was your bread to help you set it off in the beginning. Be careful what you put in the soul, cause it'll guide you. Unfortunately, some people get paid to disguise you. Oh yeah, I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never, and you would never. You ain't never, ever, ever. You ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever wanna be one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. So let me be your friend. Peace and love. Oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever wanna meet one again. So let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I wanna be your friend. Yeah. Let me be your friend. We ain't trying to be enemies. I wanna be your. So let me be your. I wanna be your friend.